All right, let me give you all a scenario, right? So it's the 1800s, the late 1800s. You're at home in Paris, all right, or somewhere in Europe, somewhere in Greece, and you get news that there's a world fair going on in the United States, the new United States, right? So maybe you'd want to go. I mean, I'd want to go probably and check this thing out, this big world fair. But as soon as I heard it was made of plaster and paper mache, I don't think I would be interested anymore. All right. As soon as I knew that the buildings were all fake, I would not go. Why would you go? It's not like you can get on a plane and get right there. So you have to get on a boat, take this ridiculous journey to go see a bunch of plaster buildings. I just don't know how many people would do that. And the actual reports of the people at all of these fairs, and let me remind you, there were, World's Fairs and expositions all over the country, over 20 of them in the late 1800s, early 1900s, and mid to late. And I don't understand why that many people, millions and millions of people, would go to these things to see paper mache and, plaster. I just don't get it. It's mind-boggling to me. It's amazing. Our history is so amazing. It's the things that they don't teach you in school are the most fascinating things, I think, because those are the ones that you really can't wrap your head around. You hear the stories. I mean, they didn't mention the World's Fairs in school at all. I remember seeing a book my grandmother had and looking at it when I was a kid and being puzzled by it. I didn't understand it because it made no sense in my brain, and it still doesn't. Could you imagine if this is how they came out with the term whitewashing? If it was just from this, they just slap a coat of paint on it and call it ours type of thing. And the only thing that makes sense now is I know the truth, so it makes perfect sense. But I think these buildings are the best paper mache ever made, probably. The most handcrafted, artistic, professional paper mache. And it must be sturdy because a lot of people were there. Millions of people walking in and out of these buildings, up the stairs, down the stairs. Plus the water, all the water. I mean, that must have taken a while to build at least. The water's not made of paper, I would hope. Paper water. But you never know. Our history's crazy. They probably did have paper water. Anyway, I'm rambling. So, thank you all. Hit follow. And I'll see you next time. And remember, God is the only true thing in this world. And this is for your entertainment.